Be out for a couple of days at least. I'm not really sure what his status is, but we will find out. And as we know more, we will let you know more. But said he has personal issues. Sounds like stomach pains and diarrhea to me. It's my story. I'm sticking to it. Chris, how you doing?
Good, dealing with some personal issues of my own this one. I mean, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. It's
I told you. What is the word to avoid? Sprouted. You stay the hell away from that stuff. It says sprouted. You put it
on
back
the
on
other
the
one.
shelf.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was all that was left in the house. So there's a bunch of sprouting going on today, but I'm hoping to sprout out some winners. So I'm loving today's card. It's one of those typical Thursday cards where you see Summit League, Horizon League in action, some whack mixed in there as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to today's card, definitely,
Yeah,
especially with the trade deadline too.
the trade deadline going on. The big Kevin Durant trade. Let's trade a guy who doesn't play, and see what happens. Um, always weird, right? When it's a guy like that doesn't play much.
Well, and then it's like you see the haul for him that Brooklyn gets in return. I mean, what's it like 4 first round picks over the next like 6 years? Mikal Bridges, I think it was Cameron Johnson and Jay Crowder. Even a couple of those guys hadn't even played for much of the year though. I think Jay Crowder's been out since what, November or something like that.
Yep. But the Nets have a ton of first round picks. So the thing about having that many first round picks, it's not just the guys you can draft. It's like those are also very, very tradable,
Yeah,
to other people. To other people.
100%.
Other teams. Other stuff.
Yeah, I think that was just the Phoenix Suns just shoving everything into the middle of the tables, and we're all in now.
We're all in. We're not sure what we're in, but we're in.
I'm trying to figure out. Is Kevin Durant? He's not in a contract here, is he? Like he's
Uh,
not up for free agency soon.
he makes a ton. I mean, he makes just so much money. But you got to figure Booker, Paul, Durant. Now all of a sudden it's like. But I mean, KD to the Suns, but he doesn't play.
Yeah,
He's a player that
he's
doesn't
free
play.
free agent 2026.
Me too.
Unrestricted.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not a free agent. I lied. I'm very restricted. I can't do anything.
Some guys have a no trade clause. You have a no sprouted bread clause.
You got me doing rollerblade picks.
Jumping through hoops.
The best is the one I tried with my mouthpiece.
Blade pick, and for today's pick, we're wearing the
That's it. That's the rollerblade pick.
I like it.
Anyways,
It's
Chris,
original.
got a decent card of games today. Not a lot of,
Mhm.
like you said, kind of an odd schedule. Not like the highlight games of the year. Not like last night's card, which was crazy, right? I mean, I got smoked yesterday. I lost every game.
Yeah, I think it finished 3-3-1. So broke even about.
Way
Got a
better
little
than
bit.
me. Me, Rod's out because he lost the Jazz game 5 times. He said it 5 times. Dude. Dude.
Bro.
Bro. Double dude. Got the chicken nuggets visiting the Magic. That's an interesting one because we all know the most expensive chicken nuggets are at Disney. Atlanta, really, probably not anymore. Yeah,
That's
Tennessee
right, the Leafs
screwed.
game.
Tennessee not only broke my heart, they also screwed me. They never were covering. I mean, never. Hawks against the Phoenix Suns, the Nets against the Bulls, and the Lakers against the Bucks. Any of these four? Chris, just dance off the page at you.
I mean, I'm looking at this. I was looking at the Suns originally. I might still look at the Suns. I don't know. I want to see who ends up playing tonight. I know the depth has taken a shot with so many guys shipped out of the lineup, but I'm not fond of this. I know Atlanta, plays well, especially like Mitch you mentioned before when Clint Capella's in the lineup. They're a completely different team, but the Phoenix Suns, they've won without Devin Booker before. He's out for this game with rest, and I just mentioned the depth issues, but I still don't trust this Atlanta Hawks team in terms of covering numbers. 1-8 against the spread in their last 9 against a team with a road winning percentage below 400. So I think this is a Phoenix Suns team that's better than an 11-17 road record. I'm going to take the points with the Phoenix Suns in that one.
Yeah, I think they said that Booker was seen shopping and he picked up a bag of oatmeal, and it turned out to be sprouted. That's why he's out. I told you not to buy that sprouted stuff.
The only thing that's out for rest is his insides.
I'll tell you, Tennessee screwed me and all that other stuff, but if you watch the drive-thru, I gave out Alabama on that, and I said, this one's going to be a laugher by halftime. And then I got to send Romanelli the text. Don't worry, 9 threes and a layup, and they're almost tied.
Chomp.
9 threes and a layup. I'm gonna go with the Magic here against the Chicken Nuggets. I don't actually love any of these games, to be honest with you. I'm just reaching. I'll take the Bucks against the Lakers. I just think after the post LeBron, the scoring thing, they settle in now. The Lakers made a big trade too, right? So getting D'Angelo Russell. Now he was originally on the Lakers, right?
Yeah.
He was on the Lakers before. Wasn't he the guy who was filming the locker room conversations on his phone?
It was something. He did something.
Yeah, he filmed locker room conversations on his phone. I hate Tennessee also. Can't stand them. Jerk faces. Jerks. The jerk store called and they're out of balls. Dumbasses. Busted up my parlay.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see how he does. I mean, because he seemingly got better once he left. Once he was shipped out of LA. But again, maybe it's just a maturity thing. He's grown up a little bit. I don't know. We'll have to see if that sort of helped him down the road. Maybe he'll be a different player this time around. Got some decent pieces coming back with him too to LA. So.
Let's talk some shit about Rod since he's not here. We got the Lightning against the Avalanche. We got the Flyers against the Oilers. The Panthers minus 220 against the Sharks. Huh? Devils against the Smoking Kraken. Who do you think Rod would pick in these games?
Well, going off of what we did yesterday in the videos, excuse me, I would probably take the Oilers in regulation, maybe on the puck line against the Flyers if I had to guess. But for me, I am gonna take the Florida Panthers on the puck line, because if there's one thing that the Panthers have done this season, it's they beat up on teams like the lesser teams in the league. San Jose Sharks still one of the worst teams in the league. I know they're 11, 13, and 5 on the road this season, and 16 and 12 on the puck line, but Florida 45 and 13 their last 58 against a team with a winning percentage below 400. They love to beat up on these bad teams, and I think that that's what Florida does here. I think they win this one 4-2, 4-1. So give me Florida on the puck line in this one.
I'll take the Sharks on the puck line there. Why not? 16-12 on the puck line on the road. The Panthers just 11-13 at the what do they call their arena?
FLA Live Arena.
FLA Live Arena. They don't have like a nickname for it, like the Sun Deck or something.
No, I don't know what it used to be called.
How about the Kraken? 18-6 on the puck line on the road against the Devils, just 9-17 on the puck line at home.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of those, from at least what I know, they do have a great road winning record on the road. I don't know. They didn't look good for me. You know, the Kraken did against the Islanders in their first game back from the All-Star break. So a little bit hesitant to jump on them here. I think I actually went with the Devils in the video because they're just playing the better hockey. But the Kraken definitely hold value, and that's fun.
Red Wings against the Flames. I'll take the Red Wings. Red Wings are 21-20. Weren't they like just terrible for a number of years? Now they're back over 500. Islanders against the Canucks and the Wild against Vegas.
Yeah, I never thought I'd say this about the Islanders given their results over the last month and a half, but I'm actually going to take the Islanders on the puck line here. The Vancouver Canucks, they're starting to really show signs that they're going to tear it down. They're going to play for ping pong balls at this point.
They covered the puck
They
line.
did. Yeah, they did.
They
did.
But the betting tool said they were going to.
They were mad.
They were mad. You could have bought that minus 240 pick over at one of our competitors' site.
Not going to say who. But the Islanders, they've won 4 straight. They've allowed 2 goals combined in those 4 games. They're playing really good defense. Kind of defense that we've seen from the Islanders. It's resulted in a lot of their success the last few seasons. So I just think this is a bad spot for the Canucks on the back-to-back. I'm going to take the Islanders on the puck line there.
I sent Al McMorty that text of one of our competitors' picks, and he sent me this long text talking about how Bush League it is. Look how long this response is.
Oh, my.
This is how adamant he feels about it.
Yeah. Oh my! Wait a minute.
And everyone knows, like, Al's one of the nicest, most level-headed guys that there is. But when it comes to our industry, he's like football, big spreads over minus 150, and NBA. He's like, it's just Bush League. It's not honest. He said it's not honest handicapping. It's just a feeble attempt to try and pad a record.
That word always makes me laugh. Feeble.
Yeah, because you don't see Al sending this. This is what he says: minus 150 or higher in point spread sports is where he's really, that's where he does it. Those bastards. Did you get the newsletter yesterday?
I did.
Do you read it on the can or just straight on the couch or stuff? How's that work for you?
Depends on when I receive it.
It's solid can reading.
It is solid can reading, top to bottom.
I think so. It's a lot of material.
It's a lot of great content.
A lot of great content for the can. It's like you're on the airplane reading the newsletter, like someone's banging on the door. And when you're, hang on, I'm still going through the top handicapper section. Okay. Just add
You've been in there for 45 minutes.
There's a lot of props.
You coming out anytime soon? The betting tools have it at minus 1,000 that I'm not. The betting tools say that at the last 4 times that you have asked me, I have not come out of the can, so it's not going to be 5.
Did we do these picks? Smudges and the.
Yeah. I gave out the Islanders on the puck line.
I'm gonna take Vegas. They should change their name to the Vegans. The Vegans. The Vegas Vegans. Double V. All right, we'll go to our last segment, college hoops. Should be a doozy. Oh my God, man. Big Al's still going.
Oh. He's supposed to be sleeping right now.
Oh my God, he names like he's naming names.
Oh Lord. Oh no.
It's bad. You know. He's mad. I got him really fired up.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot to fire Big
Oh
Al
no, he's
up.
still going. He's still going. I got the dots going. Look at the bottom. Oh man. St. Francis of Brooklyn's playing some basketball today. He named names. He is naming names. One of them's the Iceman. One of them rhymes with Pooley. St. Francis of Brooklyn versus Wagner. St. Francis, Pennsylvania versus Sacred Heart. Back-to-back St. Francis, a 2 p.m. and a 5 p.m. start. Western Illinois, Kansas City. Merrimack, been there on acid, versus Stonehill. LIU versus FDU. Radford versus Golden Web. Georgia Southern versus JMU. Georgia State versus ODU. Coastal Carolina versus Marshall. Jacksonville versus Stetson. Queens College versus Eastern Kentucky. The Colonels. Sanders. North Florida versus Florida Gulf Coast. Purdue versus Iowa. Liberty Bellarmine. FAU Rice. I've never won a Rice game. FIU versus La Tech. Any of these, Chris? How about St. Francis?
I was about to say I'm going to take St. Francis, but which one? I'm going to take St. Francis of Pennsylvania against Sacred Heart. St. Francis, Pennsylvania. All their recent successes come at home. And thankfully, they are at home in this one. And I know the line's completely flipped through 0 to now. Going from St. Francis to being a 2-point favorite to now 1.5 point dog. But I think the line's gone in the wrong direction. I think it was going in the wrong direction when it was down near Pick'em. So I take St. Francis. I just think Sacred Heart's struggling on the road, so I'll take the Red Flash in that one. And I'm going to take James Madison, laying the points against Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern really struggling to score right now, and that's not something that you want against a James Madison offense that can put up points in bunches. And I think JMU just playing the better basketball in conference play, so I'm going to take James Madison laying the points.
I'm going to take the Colonel. I think Eastern Kentucky's pretty good team. I think if they somehow slip into the tournament out of the Atlantic Sun, they could probably give some teams some problems and some damn good chicken. So here's the thing about this Colonel. He's an imposter. So you know what happened? My other Colonel hit the floor and smashed into a million pieces. He broke his face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I had to find another one. These are not cheap. Like 1962. Original. All original. But he's back. He's got his bucket of chicken with him, too. So we put him in a safer spot. He's our Colonel. But I do like Eastern Kentucky against Queens College. Like I said, I think Eastern Kentucky gets into the NCAA tournament out of the A-Sun. They're probably in the play-in, but I don't think anyone wants to play them. Tough MFs, BMFs. Liberty also smokes Bellarmine. This just has not been a very good year for Bellarmine. I think Liberty runs away and hides. It seems like the good teams at home are really winning big, and it just seems that on the road they're struggling. Like Tennessee last night at Vandy, but then there was Alabama and Baylor, right? Two teams I should have put in as premiums. Sometimes you just sit there and just like, what the hell am I doing? I lost like $7,000 or something. Nothing fun about it. I tell you what, it's like, you ever hear people say this in Vegas? Like when they get smoked at the blackjack table, at least they got the entertainment value out of it. Nothing entertaining about it, man, about getting smoked.
Yeah.
Nothing entertaining about it. Louisiana Monroe versus App State. The Vaqueros up against UT Arlington. Arkansas Little Rock against Moorhead. Lindenwood against SIU Edwardsville. Green Bay, Oakland. Milwaukee, Detroit, North Dakota State, Nebraska, Omaha. These are some gems. North Dakota, Denver, Texas State, Arkansas State, Northern Colorado, Portland State. I don't know, man. I kind of like Portland State there. Northern Arizona against Sac State. Remember we used to have that writer? He was from Sac State. I can't remember his name. Like years ago. Years ago.
Might have been before me.
I don't think so. Tyrone.
No, don't remember.
Tyrone he went to Sac State. He's the one that turned me on to the term Sac State. I went to Sac State. St. Thomas against Oral Roberts. I'm no genius, but I'm gonna say St. Thomas is gonna get their ass kicked. I'm gonna go out on a limb. You're going to get your ass kicked. You're 10-1 at home. Make it 10-2. You're going to get your ass kicked. Nicholls State against New Orleans. Ohio State against Northwestern. WKU against Middle Tennessee. North Texas against UAB. This is a tough one. Troy, we'll stop there.
Yeah, for these ones, I'm going to go with Milwaukee, laying the 1.5 against Detroit. Milwaukee, I think this is a nice buy low spot after that loss to a terrible Green Bay team in their last game. And Detroit just, like I said, just 4-6 straight up in their last 10. And going to Milwaukee, I think Milwaukee needs a bounce back performance here. So give me the Panthers in that one. And I'm with you. I think Oral Roberts absolutely demolishes St. Thomas. They're outscoring teams in conference by the number here, 21.8 points per game in conference this season. St. Thomas pretty much level. I think they're only outscoring teams by 0.1 points per game in conference play. So I know they played well at home, but this is a down year for the Summit League, and they haven't had to play Oral Roberts at home yet, obviously. So, yeah, give me Oral Roberts in that one by double digits.
I like Oral Roberts against St. Thomas. I think the 10-1 is just a charade. It's a facade. It's a sham.
Sure, you go with the fancy pronunciation. It's a charade.
Charade. Sherrod Zawacki. Where is he? Tribute to Sherrod Zawacki. I like that. Tennessee is lame. They suck. They're dead to me. Hey, Tennessee, up yours. I mean, they weren't even close. They never got to the cover. It wasn't like, oh, they got it. The biggest lead I think they had was 5. It's like it's freaking Vandy, man. I kind of like Ohio State against Northwestern. I think Ohio State is a good team. They're better than what we've seen. They have a terrible coach, but I think they get it done here against Northwestern. I like what's the other one that I was thinking? Well, we all know I'm gonna stay the hell away from Rice. I like Portland State against Northern Colorado. I just think Northern Colorado 4.5 points is a hell of a lot to be laying with those guys. The mascot just looks too happy. He looks too friendly, too welcoming. You just want to hug him. It's like you see that Northern Colorado, and just like, it's kind of like Ted, you know. I just want to hug him.
Yeah.
That's where it is. You still have your teddy bear from when you were a kid?
Somewhere here.
I got mine.
Somewhere in the closet.
I got mine.
Yeah.
I got mine. He's not in great shape, but I got him. It's been chewed on. Recently. No, not that
I was
recently.
gonna say by you or by Sam.
I remember like years ago I showed him to like a little kid and I'm like, you should take better care of him. He's living in a box.
Like, no, he's got a couch. It's an apartment. It's a condo.
You don't even know what's going on in that box. Got Eastern Illinois, Tennessee,
below.
Martin, Jacksonville State, Kennesaw State, McNeese State, Southeastern Louisiana, Texas A&M Corpus Christi versus Houston Christian, formerly Houston Baptist, Incarnate Word Up versus Lamar, Northern Alabama versus Austin P. I'll have a side of Austin Peas, please. Anything else you'd like? I'll have a side of Austin Peas. Where am I? Oh, UTEP Charlotte, Texas A&M Commerce versus Northwestern State, Oregon State UCLA, Southern Utah versus Tarleton State, Portland versus Pacific, Gonzaga versus San Francisco, Weber State, Montana State, Idaho State, Montana, Central Arkansas, Lipscomb, UC Riverside, UC Davis, Tennessee State, Southeast Missouri, Tennessee Tech versus Southern Indiana. Any of those?
I will go with. I'll take Kennesaw State laying the points against Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State, they have played fairly well at home, but I don't know. I think Kennesaw State, their two conference losses have only come by a combined 5 points, and against teams that are far better than what Jacksonville State's bringing to the table here. I think Kennesaw State's legit. I think they're going to want to, give themselves the best possible chance to have a chance at the ASUN Conference Championship in case Liberty is to stumble down the stretch. So I think Kennesaw State comes out, gets the win in that one, and gets the cover as well. I'm also going to lay the points with Southern Utah at home against Tarleton State. Tarleton State just not very good on the road this season. 1-9 straight up, 3-7 against the number. Southern Utah putting up well over 84 points per game this season, putting up 98.2 points per game at home. Granted, some of those are against Division II teams, but still high-scoring games nonetheless. So give me Southern Utah to just outscore Tarleton, win that one by double digits.
I like Northwestern State against Texas A&M Commerce. I think we've done pretty well with Northwestern State here on this show. They've been a good road team. Texas A&M Commerce just the one loss at home, but a dog in this spot. I also like Incarnate Word Up. I just like saying it, and I think it works for me. I think it kind of it adds something to the show. It's just another thing for our competitors to borrow or steal, kind of like Chicken Nuggets and Thunder Buddies, which they all seem to have jumped on. So we'll give them this one too. Word up! I like UAB against North Texas. Long walks on the beach. And oatmeal that's not sprouted. We've got Cal State Bakersfield versus Cal State Northridge. UC Irvine versus Cal Poly SLO. Slow Cal Poly. Santa Clara versus San Diego. Pepperdine versus BYU. Loyola Marymount versus St. Mary's. Stanford versus Arizona State. Oregon, USC. Cal, Arizona, Long Beach State, UCSB, and Hawaii, San Diego. Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the over 152.5 between BYU and Pepperdine. I just think that's a game that's marked for points. Pepperdine's defense at home has stunk. BYU can put up 75, 80 points, when called upon. But Pepperdine can also score. I think that this is one that's probably headed for the 155 to 160 range. So we've already seen the total rise 3 points from the open. I'm going to take the over between BYU and Pepperdine there. And I'm also going to take Hawaii over UC San Diego. UC San Diego, they have a decent enough road record against the spread, but making the trip to Hawaii always tough. And Hawaii's won all three all-time meetings between these two by double digits. I think this game's no different. I think Hawaii wins this one comfortably, so give me Hawaii.
I like Hawaii too in that one. I also like Oregon State plus the points against UCLA. I think Mick Cronin, this is his time. We know where he is at his worst traditionally. No one will coach out of a game like Mick Cronin, out of a cover at least. Like Arizona State against Stanford. A lot of people humping up on Stanford here. I think Arizona slaughters Cal. This one looks terrible on paper. I mean, really, really bad. This one could be like a 40-50 pointer. Anything else you got to say for yourself? Maybe a parlay?
Yeah, parlay, I'll go with Hawaii laying the points. I'll go with Kennesaw State laying the points. And I will go with James Madison laying the points.
I'm going to go for my parlay. I'm going to go with, let's see. I'll go with Liberty. Give me Liberty or give me my parlay. Anyone but Tennessee. Give me Liberty, Oral Roberts, and Southern Miss against ULL. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Make it a winning day. We appreciate each and every one of you. Rod, we miss you. Cut the charade. We'll see you soon. Make it a winning